Hey traders, it's 26 minutes past 4 p.m. here in Brisbane on Thursday, the 9th of November, and I am looking for another fight with crude oil. So let's take a look firstly on the higher time frame. So I want to start here with the monthly and a couple of elements here that I really like about the monthly. So first of all, when we had this strong pullback, we pulled back almost 100% of the move, but as we can see quite clearly, we haven't been able to ping the origin of the move that went to that higher high. So we have put here a higher low. It was a strong sell-off, but it was stopped before it was able to put a lower low. Now, let's take a look at this move that we had higher. What I like about this move is that we have pinged this previous two rejection candles. So if we'll get precise here, just let's take a look at the numbers. The high here is 295.4 and the high that we got here is 425.4. So as we can see, we clearly pinged this previous high. And why is this important to me? It's because it tells me that the buyers that stopped the sellers over here had some power in them to be able to take on and test this seller's territory. Now, after a strong push, we are expecting a bit of a pullback. So let's take a look at this move on the weekly. Now, as higher time frame pulling back, lower time frame tend to change direction. And as we can see here, we're actually in a downtrend on the weekly. But what I'm interested in is where we are pulling back into. And as we can see here, this was a breakout level. There's a lot of rejection, rejection, rejection. We might even come down a little bit lower around this area over here where I have the black line. But what I'm looking for is the return of the buyers. This was buyers' territory around here. They were able in this weekly context to do a push and then a second push, and we can see clearly how we pushed above these previous catches and the area that the sellers were very strong at and were able to push the price lower. We also can see with this big push that we had, we are overextended. We'll see that a bit clearly on the daily chart. So if we'll take a look here on the daily, after this move lower, we've got some big distance between where the market sits right now and these moving averages. So what I'm looking for is the return of the buyers into this market. I'm not looking for a huge move, a change of direction, and another higher high on the monthly. I'm looking for quick reactions. So I'm looking for any signs that the buyers are returning into this market around this green line or potentially a little bit lower, closer to this black line of mine. So in between that 74.60 area to the 72.50 area, in and around there, this is for me the buyer's territory. So I'm looking for any signs, and most likely on the lower time frame, that the buyers are returning. Now, how am I going to play this fight card? So I am looking, let's just zoom in a bit. I am looking for a counter right now to the overall direction of the daily and the weekly. So what I'm looking for is a quick move and a quick reaction. Currently, where price action sits right now, I'll be looking for my point swing around the 77 level, and I'll show you why I picked that area in a second. And for my knockout just shy of that $80 mark, so also a round number, and a level over here that we can see has been support for the price before we went and crashed through it. Now, another fight card that I will be looking at if and when we will get that pullback in and around that $80 mark, then I'll be looking for some seller's reaction to this level, again most likely on the lower time frame, but that's yet to come, yet to even start with that pullback. But let me show you why I picked this area of this point swing quickly. So as we can see, this was the swing higher low, so I just want to be below this level. So let's summarize this fight card. So I am looking for signs that the buyers are returning into this market around either this breakout level of 74.60 area. So this is the area that we bounced from. We had a push and a second push from that area, or if it could go a little bit lower, I'm happy with that. Anywhere between these two lines, between the 72.50 and the 74.60 area. Then I'll be looking for my point swing just under this swing low. This is the predominant swing higher low on the weekly chart, and my point swing at this $80 mark, or just shy of that level, the round number, and these touches that we had at that level in the past. Happy knockouts, everyone. Bye for now.